Well, I can't believe it. It's already been a year that I've been doing YouTube, and I'm completely blown away by just where we're at on the channel. So I'm going to be doing a book tag here to kind of wrap up the whole year. So let's get into it.
Thank you to my patrons for supporting the channel and making it the best it can be.
Alright guys, welcome back. It's Dan here with Treebeard Book Reviews, and I want to thank Jonathan from over at Words in Time for tagging me in this video for my BookTube anniversary. So we're going to be going through the motions here, going through these questions. I believe there's like 13 questions, so I'll try to go through them as quick as I can, but really just want to say thank you to everyone for being a part of the channel, subscribing and supporting me, joining the Discord, just doing all those things that just help support me with my YouTube journey. So I really appreciate that. It does mean a lot, and a lot of people I've talked to and met through the Discord and through the YouTube channel have become quick friends, and I really enjoy talking with all of you. So I'm actually going to do something that Jonathan did, was go through some stats of my channel. So I guess where we're at now at the time of me recording this video, I have 2,210 subscribers, which is unbelievable. I never thought I would reach that in like 10 years rather than 1 year, which is just so humbling, blow me away, and I cannot thank you all enough. It's just been so much fun this year. So I've reached 103,000 views over the year, and I've produced 165 videos. So some of those are shorts. I think about probably 30 of those are shorts and some live streams. But yeah, it's 165 videos, which is pretty crazy. I guess this will be 166. So yeah, let's get on with the questions. So how many years have I been doing BookTube? And obviously it's 1 year. My first video was in a review of Elantris on August 28th, 2021. So that was my first video. I look back on it now and I kind of cringe, but that's okay. It's all been a learning process. All right, so how have I changed from my first video until now? So the biggest one I would say is camera confidence. Just getting that confidence to speak more clearly, to speak more openly, be succinct, share my thoughts. I've always kind of been open and honest on the channel with when I don't like a book and I give an honest review. I don't really hold back. I'm not going to obviously swear or rant and rave, but it's just more of I'm trying to be a bit more succinct now, and I think that just comes with just more time and practice. The next one is like lighting. That's one I'm still kind of challenged with, like especially in my new place here. Like I'm trying to find the right lighting, where to put cameras, and lighting is an art, and it's something I'm not great at yet, but I'm constantly working at. So lighting is something I've improved over the last year. And I would say the last thing would be editing. Editing skills. My editing skills have improved from my first few videos. I go back and look at them like, wow, that was really bad. But it's just like I said, it's a learning process, and I hope with every video I do, I get better. So yeah, that is the difference from then and now. All right, so what are my 3 favorite videos that I made this past year and why? I'm gonna go from, I guess I'll go from lowest to like third to first. So third, I think, is my thrifting videos. Those have been a lot of fun, just to take the camera with me, go out into the public, look at thrift stores, kind of show you the books that I kind of see on a weekly basis when I'm going out to look at books. I really like those videos just because it's really kind of to show, you as an audience, the power of thrifting and like the books you can get, and how you don't always have to go out and buy like the brand new book that's on the shelf. You might wait a couple weeks, it's going to show up at your used bookstore, it's going to show up like a Value Village, Goodwill, Salvation Army. I think it's just being patient. Like I said, a lot of the books I have are thrifts. Like all my Pratchett collection, I got those from an estate sale. All my Crichtons, thrift. There are some special editions, but even a lot of my Brandon Sanderson's one, thrifted, used bookstore. So I just really I like that video because I really like to show that, there's some great books out there, and just, going to those type of stores like a Value Village or a Salvation Army or a Goodwill, it kind of gives back to the community because they do give that money back to people who are less fortunate, and they can help support, families in need. So that is one of the videos I was proud of. My second video that I think I was the most proud of, or second most proud of, is my interview with Travis Baldry. I tried a lot of new things, like I used some new software I've never used before, like OBS Ninja. But just to meet with Travis and just have that conversation with him after I read his book Legends and Lattes and had such a good time with it. And yeah, it was a really fun video. I had such a fun conversation. I would love to talk to Travis again. I do mean to talk to him again, just even about Discworld or about his upcoming book too. So yeah, my interview with Travis Baldry is number 2. And my favorite video is actually my most recent video that I made, which was my Discworld video on where you should start and why you should read Discworld. I know it's like the most recent video, but I spent so much time making that video, crafting it together, trying to be thoughtful on and purposeful with what I was trying to come across in that video. And I mean, I'm also a sucker for Discworld, so if I can talk about Discworld, I'm going to talk about Discworld. So yeah, that one is probably my favorite video. And maybe it's just recency bias, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. I enjoyed the process. The editing took forever. I think it took like 4 hours almost of editing. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. All right, my most popular video. It's actually a negative video, really. It's got 11,000 views, and it's why I don't like A Song of Ice and Fire and why I don't plan to read Winds of Winter. I mean, it's really kind of it was kind of a clickbaity title. I mean, I don't really intend to read the series again. I don't think we're going to get Winds of Winter anytime soon, especially with Martin working on House of the Dragon. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, that video, like, when I read Game of Thrones last, or like the 5 books, we're pushing like 8-9 years ago. So I'm far removed from it. And there was like, the thing is, there's a lot of mega fans of Game of Thrones out there, and rightfully so. Every series has their mega fans, and they're like, so some of the things are like, well, you forgot this, and it's like, did you consider this? And it's like, no, I did, like, I didn't. I just made a video to kind of like get my thoughts out there. So I did learn a lot. There wasn't like overly like crazy negative comments on it, but it did bring a lot of things to highlight that I totally forgot about the series. So do I regret making it? No, God no. Like no regrets. Like, keep going, right? But yeah, it was an interesting video, and it's just surprising that that's my video with the most views. So all right, so question number 5, I believe, is what have I struggled with the most on BookTube and over this past year? So the biggest thing is just trying to fit BookTube into my busy schedule. I have 2 kids, I have a really busy job, and there's a lot of things that can derail. I find that can derail me, whether it's like I'm actually reading a really good book, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go and record a video now. So so that is one thing. Just trying to fit YouTube into my already busy schedule. Yeah, and then actually another thing is illness. Like, I've been sick a few times. I've caught like 2 colds over the last year, and then I've been moving, and then I hurt my foot, and it's just like these type of things have like really slowed me down, like especially in the last month where I've been in like pain with my foot, and I just don't have the energy because it's just really draining to go and record a video sometimes. So that has been an issue, and that's something I'm hoping to address over the next year. Is always trying to get a bit more healthy state and make sure I'm exercising more regularly so that I can keep my injuries to a minimum. Because literally, guys, I hurt my foot because I wore improper footwear when I was moving. So don't do that. Wear good shoes. Okay, so question number 6 is, how do you deal with negative feedback or comments, and how do you handle it? Well, I think any feedback is good feedback typically, unless it's like someone just telling you to like, go sling muck, right? So honestly, like, I'm in like my mid-30s. People can say whatever the heck they want to me. I don't care. Like, I've really stopped caring what people say to me. I am the way I am. I'm not really gonna change in a sense, and sticks and stones, right? There are a lot of armchair warriors out there. To be honest, I have not really had any kind of bad comments. I had one guy call me a stupid fat hobbit, but that literally was like the funniest thing I've ever read in my entire life, and I laughed for a straight week. So I think the biggest thing is just being able to take stuff on the chin, being able to laugh at yourself, and just accept any kind of criticism, because you know what? Like, life's too short to just get angry over what some person said on the internet. You're like, oh, that's gonna ruin my day. Like, it's not worth getting upset over. You know, have a laugh, move on, and enjoy your day and your family. So what's the best book I've read this year to date so far? Demon and White, hands down. Hands down, Demon and White by Christopher Rocchio. Best book I've read so far. It's been on my mind like since I read it this year. I mean, I have read Kingdoms of Death, and I've also got the arc now for Ashes of Man that's coming out in December. So, but yeah, but Kingdoms of Death is just that book that is just stuck with me. Hits so hard. I loved Howling Dark, and Demon White was such an improvement from Howling Dark, and Howling Dark was amazing. So that he could improve on that book or improve on this series from there blew me away. I guess then I'm gonna cheat and pick like a second book. Maybe I'll pick my favorite Discworld book I've read this year. I want to say Night Watch, but I also really enjoyed The Fifth Elephant. So I think those two are going to be tied, Night Watch and Fifth Elephant. So yeah, those are probably, yeah, Demon and White, Night Watch, Fifth Elephant. So the best books I've read this year so far. I cheated, but get over it. Where do I see my channel in 1 year's time? Honestly, I don't know. Like, 2,200 subscribers blew away all my expectations. I had no idea that 2,000 people would want to watch this, right? So, I don't know if it's because I'm just goofy or quirky, or because I have a lot of books, or just because, I like to have fun, right? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to give you my honest opinion, even if I get stuff from fans. Like, I'm going to be doing a review coming up for a book that was sent to me by a subscriber, and I'm going to lay into it real bad. But, so in a year's time, where do I expect to be? I don't know. I have no expectations. Like, I would like to hit 5,000 subscribers. That would be cool. I mean, that's kind of been like my lifelong goal channel. Like, if, I do YouTube for a couple years, it's been a fun, like, thing. I think if I could hit a goal of 5,000 subscribers, I could say, yeah, I did that, and I'd be pretty proud of that. So, yeah, and, what is something else that I'd like to, I hope to achieve? I think the biggest thing, I'd like to really finish Discworld and just provide more Discworld content out in there, and some Discworld dialogue, because it is such a wonderful series. And I mean, I don't just want to be a Discworld channel, but I do want to provide, I think there is a gap there for Discworld content, and I think I would like to see more Discworld stuff on the internet. So I'm just going to continue to preach the series I like, read new books. I have a lot of these books are shared between me and my wife, so they're, this is our big library. But, just to get through more series, try new things, and just be open about what I'm reading. So question number 10, what was an unexpected surprise for me on YouTube? I mean, everyone really kind of says the community. That is a big one. I will say the BookTube community, and the people I'd met through Discord and through just down the grapevine on YouTube. Wonderful people, fantastic people, funny people too, super funny, giving amazing book recommendations and challenging me, which I really like. I like to be challenged. I like people to call me on my crap, and make me look at things differently. So that is one thing. I'm gonna add another thing too, and that is like learning how to edit videos. That is something I took for granted when I'm watching YouTube videos. Like, just get a camera, slap it all together, lapdash, you're good. No, there's actually a lot of thought that really kind of goes into making a video. Is where's your lighting? Where do you place your camera? Where's your microphone kind of set up? And then, editing that all together, and it's just having it be cohesive but engaging. It's hard. It's really hard, and I really took that for granted when I watch YouTube. That's the one thing too, is, being on BookTube, is I don't watch as much YouTube as I used to, because I'm, devouring books, like making my own content, and I find it's really hard. So when I can sit down and watch a video, it's really nice. But yeah, props to everyone who is on YouTube making videos and editing. It is a wonderful skill that I didn't expect to learn, and I'm glad I learned it. All right, so question 11, thoughts on equipment. And what's been a useful piece of equipment for my channel? Biggest one is probably tripod. Just having multiple tripods, because before I had like a little hand tripod, and I was like stacking up some books and like resting it on there, and just like lights were kind of hodgepodge all over the place. So First things I did, once I start getting money, receiving money from YouTube, was investing in a good tripod stand, investing in a good light. So all that money I've kind of got from YouTube and like patrons, I've really kind of reinvested back in the channel to make sure I have a better lighting situation and camera situation. I guess one thing I do need, and it's one thing I've struggled with because I had a mic and it was a bad one, but is to get a new mic. So my recommendation would be to find a mic, a decent one, maybe one like probably less than $100, but more than 50, and get something good. So that is my next purchase that I'm probably going to be getting on my BookTube journey, is getting a better microphone, because mine sucks because I'm just using the microphone on the phone. Okay, so question number 12, what advice would I give someone thinking about starting YouTube? Honestly, the big thing is just do it for yourself. Don't do it for anyone else. Don't do it expecting to make $1 million in your first year. Don't have expectations that, oh, week 1 I'll hit 1,000 subscribers, week 2 I'll hit 2,000. So I think the big thing is do it for yourself. Do it for the passion of the material you're making. And I think do it as a challenge. Like, the reason I started YouTube was, in my previous job, I did a lot of public speaking in terms of like, because I worked in the higher education sector, so I got to talk to a lot of people. And with the pandemic, that really went away. And it's one of those things, I think if you don't use it, you lose it. So I decided, well, maybe I'll make a YouTube video and I can get more comfortable speaking about things. And what are things that I like to do? And I like to read, and I watched a lot of BookTube at the time. So I thought I could try this. This might be fun. So I think that's the biggest thing, is do it for yourself. And just take it as a learning experience, because that's one thing I've enjoyed the most, is all the skills I've had to develop while doing YouTube. Editing, how to make a thumbnail, how to do all these things I've talked about else in this video. It's a journey, and I think to be corny, it's journey before destination. Really enjoy the journey, enjoy the trip that is YouTube, and just have fun with it. And if it stops becoming fun, stop doing it. That's really kind of it. So yeah, that's my year on BookTube. So question number 13, tag someone else whose anniversary is coming up. Honestly, guys, I'm really bad for this. I don't know anyone's anniversaries. I'm only really lucky that I got tagged in it because Jonathan and I think Baron started up around the same time as me, and they've already had theirs and they tagged me, so darn it. So anyone, I guess, who watches me, who is a booktuber, and your BookTube anniversary is coming up, have at it, Haas. Like, I'd love to see it. Tag me in it too. And I'm proud of you for getting through your BookTube anniversary. So that's it, guys. That is my year in BookTube, and I hope to see you on the next one. Cheers.